First of all, thank you for inviting us up to your beautiful home here with an incredible view. You've lived here for the better part of, well, your entire life.
Right.
And you've witnessed several of these events. You don't need to see it. You can hear it.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, it's quiet right now because it's receded. But pretty soon you're going to hear the breakers form at the rocks below the monument. And sometimes even out at the flat island, you can hear it coming. And then pretty soon it will be at the boat ramp. And then you can see it cover the whole boat ramp.
How's it? Hey Moose. Welcome to Mongoose
I lived here.
I lived here. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the
Can you see? Medicine.
Aloha everyone. It's Wednesday, July 30th. And it's the day after the tsunami that didn't come. Put this on. Ready and oh gosh, it's so. Uh-oh, this is broken. We broke this. No, that's broken. Not totally. Okay. Alright, I got a little vlog, little news. I got Toastmasters today. I had the big group chat with the Toastmasters. We always have group chat, but this had the tsunami in it. So we are going to meet today. Well, basically, the tsunami didn't happen, of course. Well, it did, but it didn't. In the sense that there was some effect from the cause, which is the 8.8 earthquake in Kamchatka, which is the same place as it was last time. And then they called it on and called it off pretty rapidly. And this time it was 8.8, which was pretty big, actually. And it sent something, and you must have heard all the news, because the deep sea buoys are way out there. They detect to like a meter or foot and a half, whatever. One of them was 3 foot at some point, but it's like a foot or so. And it doesn't seem like much, but obviously, see, they're like, they told us in tsunami thing, oceanography, you know, and Hawaii's got a big history of tidal waves. There's ones that they thought were over with. Here comes a wave. Okay, here comes another wave. Oh gosh, thank God that's over with. And then the third one comes in and kills, literally on both, and smashes. So there's earthquakes off Japan. That tsunami history of Japan goes way back, and a bunch of people over here in Japan. It's like tsunamis.
Definitely.
And yeah, definitely. And there's Hilo, the big Hilo 1961, and about 159 people. And that was like monster scary, that kind of thing. Okay, that being said, we've had several scares, it could happen, but it didn't happen so much. And that's more recent. That's one of these. So when something goes off, it's 8.8, and it's coming here, and a buoy detects it out there, it's like, oh crap, that something's gonna hit. So something did hit. But the end result was, to calm the heck down, is probably like actually there was a 10-foot tide difference in a place or two. And so places that have, if you want to know the geography, there's big wide bays and there's smaller, but they're bays, you know, ocean coming in, and the land is just like little horseshoe. There's big ones, and then there's like kind of small. The smaller ones
Willie.
catch crap. Hilo Bay, one of them. Hanalei on the North Shore, Kauai, Hanalei Bay, which I think is sort of connected to the Puff the Magic Dragon song, if you ask me. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea, autumn mist, in a land called Hanalei, and that's Hanalei. So I think, the writer of the song, Hanalei Bay, Kauai, catches it. So all these places that are prone to, it comes in, a small wave amplifies bigger, like a tidal wave, because this is a different kind of wave than shore break, wind break wave. God, I'm all worked up. So for me, my mom, she's still in that, being watched at the hospital. We're trying to find the aftercare thing, and the insurance, working the insurance thing. So she has someone besides me and my sister to watch out so she don't fall, right? So after, so they're working that out. So she's still there, and then I'm there with the visit. My sister leaves. I'm just getting there.
Foolish.
Then, phone call, text. And it's like, I'm like, oh, because everybody's like on it with this alert, and I'm like almost the last to know. Actually, a second or two later, I'm like, oh crap, now what? My mom is fine, because evacuation upward is above 4 stories, so she's in the 5th floor. This spot here where I am right now, the house, is actually a good, I think it's about 50 feet elevation above.
Torturer.
But we're in a green zone. But you go just down away, or just down the road, you're not in a green zone, you're in a red zone. It's like a evacuate, you're in a flood zone, tsunami warning zone.
Sarah.
Oh, you don't need to know all the details. I mean, the thing didn't show up, and people are like this. Oh, I don't know if they're I think they're just bravado. I think it's just, look at me, take a selfie, I'm bigger than this. It's kind of like a bravado, vanity, ego trip thing, I think. What do you call it? Daredevil stuff. But it's stupid. That's stupid. It didn't show up, so they're like, cool. But that's stupid. If the wave built, these people are the kind that it goes in and it sucks all the way out. It's the kind sucked out the sea. And there's no way to organize rescue, and you're kind of bye-bye, if not hit by a telephone pole inside these waves. I mean, they pick up cars. Imagine having a car thrown at you with the whole contents of a swimming pool. You're not, I'm gonna have fun. So these people are downright fools, or they're completely, it's a stupid move, not a wise move. They chose poorly, even though they survived and they look like they're gonna be cool. That's bad move. Anyways, enough of that. Sure. Yeah, I get a little amped because I could see the damage done. There was the tsunami that took out some people. It was coastal. It's all the coastal stuff. So the coastal areas. So I'm safe here. Down the road would be flood zone, tsunami zone. And so we made sure everything was fine. Even the nurses at the hospital were like, oh my gosh. They're trying not to, because people don't want to panic, because it makes other people near them panicky. If you're panicky, then other people get panicky, and it's just like, and mistakes are made. So, Hawaii's got a history for the tsunamis, and it's a different thing. The mainland USA, it's a continent with a continental plate a continental shelf underneath the ocean.
Inferior.
So it goes out a long way before it drops into the abyss with the ocean water. Over here it's island, so it's like boop, there's a reef around it, but it's open ocean and island. open ocean island. If this was going across the continental shelf of the mainland, if this wave was going across there, it would definitely build up like that. You would see it go like that. It doesn't have a chance to do it here. Here it's just like, boom, boom. All right. So there it is. The huge.
Jerry.
It didn't happen.
Light.
It's the thing. Can you see this? My thumbnail. Sorry.
I want you to go.
Am I over dramatic? I want you to go. Okay, so I unfortunately, fortunately,
Do you know?
I took my camera phone when I drove home from the hospital back to here because I knew not to stay here. It was traffic jam up the yin yang because it's like a artificial evacuation work traffic rush. So it's the rush hour made artificially.
It makes no sense.
Like that because everyone's let out of work
Look inside.
and everyone's evacuating. They're like, oh shit, we have a couple hours. And they go home. You're off the rest of the day off. And so the roads are just packed in a second, right? And it's so you're trying not to panic, and then you're like, you're in traffic going. You go first. And a bunch of people are just being idiots. There's idiots on the road, but idiots on the road there's a lane that's clear, but they're trying to get into this thing, but they're half into your lane, so you can't actually. And everyone behind you can't actually go because they're stuck into. And then there's like a 4-way stop, and it's like a go, somebody fucking go. It got me. So I'm sitting there doing this thing, and I go to the side of the road. And like, okay. There's road signs entering tsunami zone, leaving tsunami zone. There's road signs, and I took pictures, and I made little video. Look, there's the sign kind of thing. And none of those are here. None of them. I was like, did I not push the button? I was so panicky I didn't push the button to make recording. So I lost a lot of footage. I tried. There's basically nothing to see except the alarms, the stuff on TV, and
It's still
So
warning,
I mean,
not
I'm not hoping. It's like kind of thank you God that nothing happened. But that's.
Bless.
The all, I mean, and everyone's like, oh, so it's a dud. You know, you want it to be a dud, but it's sort of like afterwards. So it was like panicky without being panicky. And a lot of people were trying to. Well, they did pretty good, I guess. So let's do this little Hawaiian news. I gotta do a speech at Toastmasters.
Farther.
So much land out Hawaii. See, there's a tsunami scare, right? Okay, let's check out the tsunami scare 8.8. So it's north, and then it comes this way. Now, everyone, of course, look at this. This is like what, Waikiki?
It's possible.
It's possible. It's possible. It's Waikiki. This is Hilton Hawaiian. So these cool, expensive stuff that they gotta. Oh shit! The tourists can go up to the 5th floor, but then all their shops on the ground. Oh, you blow. Okay, so they're trying to put up barriers, like stuff like that. If maybe some water damage, that's a whole lot of work for not that much protection, and nothing happened. Warning snarled traffic as people fled inundation zone. That's kind of like the biggest news right there. That's what biggest, I mean, not news, but biggest result in sports. This lady is swimming. Oh, that's appropriate. Swim, queen of the mile. Yeah, last thing you want to see is like someone swimming at this point.
Move out of my way.
Move out of my way. Revolting. Okay, sure. Chargers, Hall of Fame. Let's see what else is going on. 1956, when you're running by, just head out to the bakery. Hey, yeah. This is Kamiki Bakery. Kamiki Bakery, 12th and Wiley, corner for 14 years, originally a small corner shop. It now occupies a good part of the two-story building. Now it's big, huh? 1956. I don't think they're there now. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Wow, didn't quite get a chance. Was that a political cartoon? It's Wednesday. Nope. Trump's executive order on homelessness. Yeah, because it just means...
What should I do?
Okay, we can use the deportation thugs to just deport them off the sidewalk. Let's check out these. Maybe this, because what just we went through.
A search for oil and gas causing earthquakes.
Are our oil extraction practices inviting earthquakes? To produce oil and gas from shale formations, it is common practice to perform hydraulic fracking. Fracking can cause small earthquakes, but it can also be linked to larger earthquakes. The largest earthquake thought to be inundated by hydraulic fracturing in the United States was an approximately magnitude 4 quake in Texas. Wastewater produced by the fracking process frequently disposed by injecting into deep wells. The injection of wastewater and salt water into the subsurface are speculated to cause earthquakes that are large enough to be damaging. The largest earthquake thought to be inundated by wastewater disposal with magnitude of 5.8 earthquake occurred in Pawnee, Oklahoma in 2016. Harry Hooler Kailua. Yeah, well, thank you there, Harry, for bringing up fracking and the seismic activity from fracking there. Yeah, I mean, I was in Texas for more than a handful of years, and just north of the border, Oklahoma, and that's like, the oil rig thing. And yeah, there's a lot of oil rig, because fracking, is a thing. And yeah, they inject it down there to get hydro of the natural gas and oil, both those. And and every once in a while, it's like there was a it's not like frequent, but there's like tremors once in a while. I felt them. That's what happens when they do that, and that's why maybe they shouldn't be drilling so much, because it's big money. They'll drill everywhere. Trump wants to go ahead, drill in our national parks.
It smells.
Drill, baby, drill. And then we'll be oil independent, and we'll have all the gasoline and all the big trucks. So everyone's on board. Guns, big trucks. Yay! You're our hero. And they're fracking. There's no way you can stop it because of lobbyists. You can't. So you're in battle with big oil, but there it is. So, anyways, it's a dodge the bullet thing, because in that tsunami not hitting Hawaii, there's no way to predict how that magnitude wave is really small as far as up and down, but it's really, really wide and really, really long, and all that water, if it gets bunched up, is a lot of water. So if it's underneath, it'll bunch up and hit on land. It's just a 10-20 foot bulldozer with houses and all the debris in it, and it gets killer. It goes in. Each wave it takes 5 to 15 minutes, boom, and then pulls out, and it could be like 20 minutes. It's like, look, the water's way out there. You could get some seashells for 20 minutes. People go out there, oh, look, the fish flapping, seashell. And then the second one comes in, and they're dead. So, I'm still abundance of caution or absolutely foolhardiness. But there's no predicting. They can't predict how it behaves when it hits, except for that it got some more information. Anyways, so there it is. Hawaii isn't gone. Everyone's still alive. I don't even think there was a casualty. But
Medicine.
thank God. Okay, you have a wonderful day. Aloha. Bye. Aloha. Don't forget your snorkel. Bring your mask and snorkel. Visit Hawaii. That's right. Aloha.
Foolish.
Aloha to you. Aloha. Aloha.